Hello, and welcome to more Halo Gaming. We're here on Singularity. Team 1 UNSC, T. Thomas, Das, Boat, Rom, and Dramus versus Toxic Fox, Zopto, Pyrope Slayer, and Chancellor on Covenant. That's right. Covenant is out and available. The people are enjoying it. Everyone is having a blast. And here we are. We're on Singularity. I feel like I've already said that. I don't have much to say about this. I just wanted to get going early because I hate getting going late. Looks like Covenant's taken lower Echo side and UNSC is spread out everywhere. This is going to be an interesting map for these two factions. Long and short of it is that the Covenant is Beam faction and the UNSC is a Rail faction. Long range versus short range, and of course the factions have some other pluses and minuses related to that. Like Covenant has really good scout warfare, but they don't have any long range weapons to capitalize on it. Or they don't have good scout warfare. They have really good detection, which allows them to set up ambushes, but they don't have like long range cannons. Oh my god. Alright, let's go through this. It's Opto and a Ket again, probably the same Ket as last time. It's got Sonos, it's got a beam, it's got a okayish shield, and a lot of power generation. Toxic Fox also has a Ket. Looks like he's got Melusions and Says. Melusions are the heavy plasma cannons, Says are the RPF plasma weapons. Gonna have a beam, obviously. And a even slightly worse shield. Slayer's got... Okay, I think Slayer's using one of the other starter plates. No, this is different. Got some Pex, Beams, Sono, Claudettes. Beams, Bangkok, Sono. Yeah, and Claudette's at the cheap out point defense, which could be risky, might pay off. We'll see. 2 Esters, those are heavy cruiser equivalents. Casting Covenant's going to be rough. I've gotten into kind of a groove with casting ANS versus OSP because it's pretty straightforward, and everybody knows like what ships and what weapons are what. I don't have to do the explanation of what things actually are. But all this is brand new as far as anybody except the tester team is concerned. Pyro, Path of Tranquility, Esther, Melusions, and Gafnerans. Gafnerans are shotgun plasma blasts. Illusions are long range, heavy plasma, and of course beams are beams and shields are shields. She's also got a few minigun armed Mutons and one fuel rod, which is rockets armed Muton. Chancellor has just an army of Mutons with fuel rod launchers. They don't have enough power to function, unfortunately, so he's gonna have to do some micro on the shields there. And then another one off kind of on its own, I guess a capping one. It didn't fit nicely in the formation. Yes! Halberd. Multi-mission halberds. Halberd. These have jammers, they've got locking, they've got torpedoes. And they've even got to put R for detection. These things are very dangerous. It's also got a few Gladii sprinkled in with Light Max and Ramparts. For Merkinman, Steve Thomas has 5 Paris Max. That's it.
The enemy secured Zone Atlas. The
Seems
enemy is securing Zone Eclipse.
What's the deal? Oh, it's because these have damage control and ramparts and jamming in them. Okay. They're not the dispersed style. Got it.
The enemy is securing Zone Comet.
Boat's got a marathon with guns and a dual Mac. Pair of Mac halberds. Point defense on them and just a naked Gladius for capping points. Dramus looks like he's bringing single dead. It's done Barton. 450 dual mech marathon. Sort of anti-cap halberd with some scouting tools. And a couple of, 3 in fact, Gladii camp, which can capture and kill mutons with missiles. Rom also has a mech array, or Paris is. Has 2 of these multi-mission halberds sprinkled around the map, finding shit. That's both teams. Let's get down to what's going on. Looks like Covenant has swung out onto the map in force. They've captured their natural and 2 of the middle points. UNSC's had a bit of a harder time getting rolling. All their backline assets. Got Alpha, they got Foxtrot, and they're gonna fight over Echo here. Heck fire coming out. Look at that. Pew, 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 pew. Struggling to get lands though on this Gladius. Is dodging quite effectively. Oh, beam comes in though. That's gonna kill it pretty quickly. It's not dead. Gonna have to hit it a little more to truly finish it off. What are these being fired at? It's just the world's worst track. Oh no, it's being fired at a lower one. Gaffnerans, those are kind of a shotgun effect. Do a good job of getting lands sometimes. Light max firing. Just plinking off these shields. Analyst won't last forever. Oh! Illusion strike. Lands through the ship, punches through. Is there a comms jammer? Yeah, there is. Maces! Oh, that could be really bad. Looks like the guns are going to be able to handle this pretty effectively. Ooh, very close. A little bit of cap skirmish. Looks like Das is going to be chased off the Echo side. Let's turn on the name so we can get an idea of who's playing where. UNSC has the
enemy is securing zone
looks like the armada of mutons are coming in. They've been detected though. Means they're going to be under fire here before too long. Slinging around the black hole. Fire up. Oh, that's not fire up. Fire up struggle busting to get lands on things. Light Max coming in, not really able to get any lands on these. Oh, that's gonna land. No? Tiny ship is tiny. Missiles. That looks like an AMN, maybe. That was definitely an S1. It wouldn't have burst otherwise. Here's some lands in the middle. Once these Light Max start to land, these ships are gonna be in really big trouble if these Light Max start to land. You really need RPF against them. Or missiles. Yeah, S1's very effective. As we're seeing here, this ship's been killed by just S1s, looks like. Oh, one of these gonna eat a mace. Oh, dodges the mace! Yeah, these command. Yeah, and they're just... and maces. Oh, that's gonna do it. 2 lands. Guts it. Takes the power down. And it's not gonna be functioning anymore. Got some battery power to throw out some cannons, but only has a wake detection 6, so those aren't going to be hitting anything. Oh my, we're watching a fuel rod strike from the Muton pack, doing almost nothing, because fuel rods take several lands to start penetrating armor on the Marathon. But does kill all the armor at least. A little bit of damage gets through right in the middle of the ship, which is actually pretty painful considering that's where the reactor is. Yeah, this shit is not... It's fine. Question is, well, how much munitions do these mutons have left? That's got most of it. That's got... Alright, they still got a bunch. They're still flying around, getting detection on stuff. I think this player might think that he killed that marathon. I mean, unfortunately, they're getting close to the Mac array, and the closer they get to the Mac array, the more accurate those Macs are going to be. Especially with a lock. Slime Macs are going to start adding up. About ego posting a little bit. Oh, in fact, turning around, and it recognizes that. Oh yeah, these ships are getting torn to shreds now. Yeah, they flew too close to the sun. They get an RPF. They get light maxed. And damage will start to add up quite quickly. They get an S1. It's not good. Might be hearing Discord noises. That's because I'm running this event out of the Legends of Reach Discord. Normally when I'm running events, I'm in the voice comm, but people want to talk about the mod. So I'm just casting, but I'm still around to bonk people in the noggin. If needs be, so my oh shit. My Discord noise suppression is off. Alright, this player turned around, taunted, and absolutely hell dumps the marathon. Completely gutting its backside. Most of the rockets on these wasted. I guess not wasted, but spent. Arrogance will get you killed. That only took out one defender. All right, let me finish the job. More torpedoes, absolutely obliterating these mutons. UNSC and URF. God damn it. And Covenant, pretty even on points. Covenant's up by about 32. But they have basically lost a whole fleet. Meanwhile, UNSC has lost a few Gladii and most of a Marathon. But this Marathon can actually heal up. You know, repair the large locker. And then repair all the guns and then the drive. Oh yeah, this thing's fine. It's not happy, but it's fine. Mutons continue to fly around and get got by myriad UNSC weapons. All right, what's going on over here? Take me over there. Cortana enhance. I don't even know if she does that at any point. I don't feel like. Well, probably yeah. Sci-fi early 2000s. Surely someone's enhancing an image at some point. Gas is eating. Some more shells. Max have been fired in support, but it's not really good enough. Got more light max into shields, which doesn't really do anything. Gotta have those heavy max, dog. Did Ron bring any heavy mac rounds? Yeah, I did. Yeah, steadily losing another one of those halberds. Most of them have fired off their torpedoes. Who should not be landing? being comms jammed like this. Since they're command guided. Maybe it's just an accuracy thing, no, because they're coming around. Still break even on the cap points, allowing both teams to just scuffle and fight every which way. Chancellor's ships are pretty much done ski. Yeah, he's out of ammo, and most of the ships are out of HP. Dash struggling a little bit as well. Oh my god. I think he'll be able to get on some cap points and start taking control of this game. Although Zopto and Pyrope are out here pushing into the back line of the UNSC around this really wide echo flank. That's only about 8 kilometers out from those Parises, and the Parises are getting closer. A few heavy max out on the Eternal Crusader, knocks the Morelia down really low, but doesn't take it out. And these Parises are getting closer. The closer they get, the more risky they are. A position they're in. So, Covenant's got 2 beam weapons. Well, no. Covenant doesn't have 2 beam weapons. Covenant has a bunch of different beam weapons on all the different ships. Biquette has 2 beam hardpoints. One underneath, one on top. The one on top has more range. The one on bottom pretty much annihilates whatever it touches in a matter of moments. I think, well, I was gonna say I think Zopto's trying to get in range of that. Right now, did you just fucking command fire some rounds onto the Delta point? No. Maybe. It's kind of hard to keep up with this. Things are, like, really fucking laggy. I don't know why. I had this issue in the last game. 5v5 might just be a little too much for the mod. I also had reports of somebody running BBR, which might be slowing down everyone, which is a bit of a problem. Ooh. So that was the giant beam I was telling you about earlier. This is already dead, of course. It's entirely unnecessary. There it is again. No, that was a Mac round. Right through the middle of this ship. Oh, now this is in trouble. Good timing on the music. But there's no ballistics to follow it up, so a lot of these Macs, they just don't have the DPS to make use of the shields being down. The Macs are great for downing shields, but when it comes to actually killing Covenant ships that have their shields down, you really need ballistics. And there comes some 450 rounds, but it's just a little too late. This thing is starting to take damage, though. Looks like we're learning the exact same lesson as last game. That pure Mac actually does not cut it. You do, in fact, need ballistics. Ket struggle busing to get around the corner here. And this thing's continuing to take a beating. I want to stick here and watch this die. Yeah, that's the main thing that's happening. Most Chancellor ships are over here and engaged and kind of getting destroyed. UNSC is now very focused here on the Eternal Crusade. And we see the shield bouncing the ship off the wall there, giving a little velocity. Very silly.
The enemy is
Plasma
securing
coming
zone
in,
common.
doing some good damage to these ships, downing an antenna. That's actually pretty important.
The enemy is securing zone boxer.
Nice. He's gonna slowly start dying all these plasma cannons. He's in big trouble. What is going on over here? There we go.
We are contesting zone common.
A little bit of a scuffle over Charlie. UNSC also going to be able to cap Bravo. Yeah, Covenant's pretty much given up entirely on their cap control.
The enemy secured zone boxer.
Well, this is boat ship from earlier. That looks fine. Yeah, I think this ship's fine. I mean, it's not, well, I think it's fine's not great. What am I hearing? Oh, that's the peck. Fired up here. Look at all this gunfire. Bye, little one. UNSC securing a secure
Securing zone dagger.
cap victory, or lead rather. Man, very bad at words today. I'm so excited. I've been like community. I haven't gotten like any fucking sleep because I've been trying to help people the past half a day handle their mod stuff. So my brain's a little fried, honestly. I think Covenant's in big trouble. They managed to pounce on the opposing force's backline, but Das is quietly, carefully capping the entire map because none of these big beam ships are covering their homes. Fury leashed. Not unleashed, just leashed. It's kept carefully right here.
The enemy secured zone dagger.
Now Sester's eating heavy max and light max and guns. This thing's gonna go down real quick. Oh. Aim recon going after one of the halberds. It's taking out its Mac. Oh, it's got a blindfold in the nose. It's a spinal jammer. Not really able to get onto the back part of it though. Having some weird aiming issues even with a lock. This might not have any
The enemy secured zone
bombs. No, it's got an auger inline. It's definitely got the accuracy. Alright, let's see how the Armada's doing over here. This is fine. This is still kind of beat up. This is dead. um, that's fine. Path of Tranquility is also in big doo-doo. UNSC managed to take back the lead very slightly. They're in this game. All thanks to these little shifts. Man, if we look at the boards here, UNSC's taking a lot of damage. I think they're having some ammo troubles. Oh, I see. Not actually that much on the ammo trouble. They got a lot of bruised ships, but Covenant has quite a few dead ships. One full dead fleet. And some extremely beat up capitals. And they're getting worse all the time. This is now a cat eating just a ton of fire. And ramparts aren't going to do anything to this unless you like plasma it or missile it. But the Max will, and the missiles certainly will too. That's some Says going after a marathon. Normally that wouldn't do anything, but it's actually having an effect now. It's got to be BBR, dude. It's got to be slowing someone down, and now it's slowing all of us down. So again, it's never run like this in test. We'll try a 4-man after this. See if it runs a little better. Boat's steadily getting wrecked. Covenant just barely able to hold on to that Charlie point. And that might win them the game. They've managed to creep back up in points. They're now about 40 ahead. Tempered Wrath has come back here to cap the Bravo point. The Halberds have left the location. Might be having some problems here. Ooh, beam. Didn't last for very long though. Huh. Looks like, yeah, comms jamming. Stopping the sono from doing anything too useful. Excavation beam struggling to get anything done. Might actually be having power problems. Oh yeah, is definitely having power problems. There we go. Well, ran out of gas almost instantly. That's very silly. Still kind of playing puck games over Charlie Point here. Covenant's just gonna eke this out on caps. Gonna win the game here by about 100 points. Here in a few minutes. Even though they have suffered massively. UNS just again failing to bring enough gunfire to deal with the ships. Got one 450 ship, one pretty much dead 450 ship, and then a bunch of max. A lot of these max are fine. Light max. It looks like these are out of sync. I think I'm gonna call it here. Well, we're almost there. I'm gonna drop back into the voice call. We can listen to what people think.
Yeah, pretty good.
Skin of 996. Bruh.
Is that Zopto's Crusader? That's what he's doing. It keeps missing.
Just trying to.
That was solid.
Yeah, I think.
That was a solid match.
Trying desperately to beam this ship that he doesn't have a lock on.
I know, yeah.
I see him missing by just like 2 feet. Oh my god.
Very silly.
That was a lot closer.
That was way closer. Hold on. Okay. Let's see. Let's look at
Yeah,
this last.
UNSC managed to bring a couple more gunships this time, but not as many as they actually needed. That's
Those
okay.
bonuses
That's
did
better.
work.
That's better.
Yeah, they were winning in the beginning.
Paris's did work this game.
Let's see who Chancellor had that that Mutan net push. That was sweet. That was sweet.
That was so silly.
It was.
I like the attack and then move on, and then the enemy says, "Oh, I only took out one defender, you punk!" He immediately turns around and dumps everything, and almost kills the ship.
The fuel line not doing anything was like
Right.
the sole reason that Ravenwood didn't explode.
Didn't that get repaired?
No, it didn't. No, it triggered. The fuel line
Oh shit!
fire triggered, but it just didn't do anything.
Yeah, that happens sometimes. I've seen that happen on Solomon's from time to time. We're just like, oh, whoops, it didn't work. Oh well. Okay.
Yeah, it
that's
has so
lame.
many mods. This has so many components that nothing important gets hits.
Oh my god.
What was that? That was
Very
my join
silly
sound. I'm
game.
sorry.
Welcome back, players. That was an absolutely hilarious match to watch.
That was super fun.
For the love of God, please. My 120s just refused to fire for a while, and I don't know why.
The rocket shuttles with the boost is fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, I mean, what really annoyed me is that the first salvo hit me, and it did nothing. It took out a single defender. The second salvo hit me, grayed the entire back half of my ship.
Well, the first salvo hit you and took out all your armor. Fuel rods
Yeah,
can't penetrate Marathon, but they will scrape off armor. They have a huge blast radius. So your armor got scooped off, then you bragged, and they turned around and did the real damage.
I mean, at the same time, that saved my
really-
teammate because I
really, you should be
survived the
happy.
rest of the game.
Really, you should be happy.
That was fun.
You should be happy that the fuel line fire did not somehow evaporate the rest of your ship.
Oh, are you talking about the Raven? Or are you talking about the
Ravenwood,
The
yeah.
marathon? I kind of lit up.
Yeah, I mean,
Ra-
hey, the thing is,
Ravenwood-
And then I torped it by accident
yeah, I got friendly fired too, to boot. Immediately after I hit Scram, somebody's torpedoes were aiming at a Muonet, and it hit me instead and crit my other reactor.
That's funny.
And I just see them
Yes.
going,
Extremely unfortunate.
They were command torps and they missed the Muonet and then they whipped around and fucking.
yeah, my ship literally had 2 seconds remaining before it blew up, and they barely saved it.
Oh wait, no. Wait. So the fuel line fire didn't actually trigger?
No, it did.
Oh, okay.
I also had a magazine fire hit too,
Thomas was
and I lived.
I just have a question about the.
Wow.
I gotta
I
go.
have a question about the heavy small ships. Is it just a GPC issue where you see like countless Mac rounds missing them, or is
No, it's a factor of them being fucking microscopic. If they have shields, the max will hit them. And if you're kind of close-ish range, the max will hit them. But generally, you're going to need to fight the smaller ships with RPF. 250 RPF is fucking devastating. 120 RPF is pretty good. And Rampart RPF is also extremely effective. You just have to be like really, really close to use
Thomas,
that.
was it your
I
fleet
don't.
that I
I run.
approached with my cat pattern?
It
have a
might have
question.
been the 5 Parises and whatnot that you got up close to and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't just stay over there. Let me come over and say hi.
So the worst part was right between the time of you leaving the rock cover over by there and coming all the way over there, I had somebody pound on my door, so I had to get up and go figure out what the fuck was going on at my door. And by the time I got back, your cat pattern was 4 kilometers from me, and I'm like, oh, okay, let's start engaging again.
I just assumed I got you at a good time because of your max reloading.
All
No,
right.
like I
Pyro
wasn't
had
even in
something to
control.
say, and then someone else had a question. So, Pyro, go.
Okay, so yeah, Rampart RPF doesn't have the armor pen to penetrate Muton armor, I believe. I think Rampart RPF is purely for anti-missile work.
Yeah,
It's off by half
PD.
a centimeter.
It'll destroy shields, and then it'll sandblast the armor off and eventually start dealing damage. It takes a second for it to kick in, but it will kick in.
Yeah,
Uh,
Rampart is able to take out, is able to destroy ships though.
Right.
That's how my last Muton died.
Someone had a
Oh,
question.
Gotcha.
Oh yeah, I had a question. What if you load up a Thanatos with just Ramparts?
Which
It's
is useless.
it's really bad. You'll get missiled and die immediately.
Yeah.
Nobody's scared of this one, though.
Yeah, what if you
I did once.
what if you just have RPF though?
Yeah,
You'll
Pile
get
of
missiled and
Reckoning, you
die
can,
immediately. Like
you
the
can take
RPF just
the
doesn't cut
Covenant
it.
spot if you haven't played it yet.
All right, since we've had some performance issues in the 5v5s, we're gonna try the 4v4s now. I'm thinking it might have something to do with people bringing BBR. I don't know if that's slowing everyone down.
Oh, that's only client side. It has nothing to do with the server.
Yeah, but I'm thinking that it might be forcing the server to like slow down some to make sure everybody's catched up at the same rate. I don't know
But
enough
BBR
about the
doesn't impact the server.
Okay.
I just crashed.
Oh, I gotta go, guys. GG, have a wonderful night.
Wait, what the?
So you.
All right.
Yeah.
Who loaded cold space systems?
Yeah, one thing really quick. I was noticing that my beam is having trouble hitting small ships like halberds and gladiuses. Like, I had a target lock, but the beam would beam the air right next to the small ships.
Oh, did I just get a mod?
It might just be like an angle issue, but I don't know.
I had the same issues with my last game.
It's called being very lucky as a Gladius and not
see.
getting instantly
Well,
vaporized.
It has to do with the really tiny holes in the thin profiles, and if you're moving at a very specific angle, like if you're aiming at a Gladius that is aiming at you, if that makes any sense, like if it's nose on, the profile is so thin that even though the hull volume is pretty tight, you'll still miss with the auto calculate as the beam like tries to calculate the aiming for the differences in velocities between the two vessels.
I see.
Yeah.
I just gotta get closer, I think. Perhaps. But yeah, all right. Fair enough. That makes sense. All right. Have a good night.
Good night.
Yay.
Okay.
Alright,
Does
we
anyone
got-
want to swap into Covenants?
We got one slot on UNSC.
I will be
Nope.
there in like 2 seconds. I just need to do this one last thing.
Somebody just joined, but
oh,
I'm not sure if they have a,
loaded cold space, so
I'm not sure if this player even knows what they're doing because I don't recognize this player.
They have missing mods.
Let's
we'll-
see.
we'll see.
Yeah, they're
We'll
not
give
in
them a
BC,
second.
so whoever they
We'll give
are
them a second.
might just be a random.
Which player are you talking about?
Beetlejuice.
Oh.
Yeah, they literally just joined and then. Oh
Alright,
yeah, and then
and
they
they
leave. Yeah.
And
All
they
right. So
leave.
now we
Yep.
have a space. Yep. So all right.
Beetlejuice. No.
Is there anyone that hasn't?
I can
played,
join.
or-
What I think. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
Oh,
playing
well,
Cub for
never
the
mind.
first time.
If you wanna, yeah, whoever hasn't played, you
No.
guys go. I'm a
Aqua, if you haven't played, you can hop on to.
no, I'm a tester, man. I've played with this shit before. It's fine. You have your fun.
Where's the fleet? I need to. Where,
We still got a slot on UNSC.
I'll take it if no one else.
Are
has
the
it yet.
Esther and Ket preview icons the same?
No.
No, they're just
No,
very similar.
But they're
Oh, yeah, they
they're
look
really
very
fucking
similar. I can't tell-
because
oh.
they're from above, and the Covenant ships just look almost identical from above. It is
Okay, yeah,
a
no,
little
I can
annoying.
barely see the difference now.
They do have
Oh,
different
I-
labels, but we couldn't really figure out a way to differentiate the emblems in a way that made sense.
Oh, I don't have the
Um,
3K.
I can swap teams if we want to balance things a bit.
That would probably be for the best, yes.
Are
I don't know,
we-
Boat and Zopto kind of throw, so maybe it's fine.
Are we
I'm not
confused,
throw.
URF ship?
This is my one serious 3K fleet.
I'll hold on to that excuse.
Do I have a throw fleet? Not a hit.
I mean, I can bring a throw fleet if you want.
No, it's fine. Pi, you
Here,
wanna,
let me see.
You want to swap with Fox?
Can do.
Yeah, I have a URF fleet that's like within the 3K.
Well, it's UNSC or Covenant.
Okay.
Porfa, please.
I'll switch with
But
you.
I want to spam mines.
Yeah, exactly.
That would be very funny if it was good.
I mean, actually, I feel like the mines have enough damage to break the shields.
The problem is the PD just sort of eats the
Yeah.
mines.
Yeah, the PD would just evaporate them. I want to see container liner
Very
versus the Covenant ship.
The container
It's
liners would lose.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think we can. Oh no.
Yeah, they'd
Nebulous.
lose, but it'd be funny.
I mean, you. Well, if you start TOTing salvos, you can only have so much Kaiser PD.
Don't read one of these.
Oh come on! I gotta find
Fuck it.
26 more points to drop.
Not gonna bother editing.
Yeah, I'm just using the only ships that I actually have just the Halo mod for, so this will be
Alright, Veda, you're gonna have to load the map mod.
Load fleet.
Got
It's
it.
gonna be on the right side of your screen. Just at some point, whatever. Alright, looks like we've got, once you get that handled, everybody will be green to go. So if the...
So your fleet is like
That could
missing
become
half
later.
of the.
Yeah, Chancellor,
yeah, I know.
okay.
I'd have to completely make a new kind of ship.
There we go.
Alright.
That I don't think people want that.
Just go, no, it's better if you actually have the count.
Oh,
Yeah. I mean, I can leave if someone wants to join then.
You can grab one of the starter fleets. That's what they're there for.
Would I have to like download stuff?
Download a file, put it in a folder.
Download a
You just have
fleet
to put it
file
in a
that's a
folder.
couple of kilobytes. Because it's just text. And
Yeah,
then
someone
put it in
someone
a
else
folder.
can join while I figure that out. If
It doesn't take long. Just go for it, Chief. I believe in you.
You download the fleet and then go to the Nebulous, go to saves, go to fleets, and just drag that download file into that folder.
Oh, that's a lot.
yeah, getting over there right now.
How could I fix that? This costs 30. This costs 10. Oh, I mean, I guess I could fix it by doing this. I just.
You would think dropping 20 points from a fleet would be easier than this.
I don't know. This is for me. You just say whoop womp.
There is no ammo to drop for Covenant.
Yeah. I've stripped this thing down as much as I possibly can. I don't know what else I can take off.
There we go.
I don't need that
Replace
point.
your
I did it.
PD
I
with the
found it.
crappy 10-point
I did the
PD.
thing. I managed to do it.
The 10-point PD is so garbage. It's not even worth it.
It's 10
It's worth
points.
negative. It's worth the negative 10 points. I should be paid to use that PD.
The Mark 6. Oh, yeah.
No, the Fought-Et. That thing is hot garbage.
Oh.
If I have more Thought-Ets than they have missiles, they will eventually run out of missiles.
You're gonna be able to kill anything with them though. They do 15. They do the same damage as a single defender shell.
They what?
The Fought-Ets do the exact same damage as a single defender shell. Think about that for a second.
Yeah,
if I
but they're
have
perfectly
2,000
accurate.
Thought-Nets, I will have the DPS of one defender.
Yes, it's terrible. Don't use it.
So what is?
It's yeah. Again, I should be paid to take that thing. It's so bad.
Can they at least kill size zeros?
They're really good at killing
I-
size zeros and size ones and
What-
size twos in medium mass.
What PD are you referring to?
The Fought-Et.
Well, it takes multiple shots for them to kill a single size 2, where you can use a
Yes.
single Fought to kill one size 3.
Notice the difference in reload and the difference in point cost. On some of the larger ships, especially if you have something like 2 Esters, you can stack a shitload of Fought-Ets in one place, whereas you may not be able to afford that with pure Foughts. You also have the issue of, like, if you get a bunch of size zeros or size 1s flung at you, the Fought cannot handle those. It will not be
Well, in that case, you
fast
should just be
enough.
better off with the
Okay, fine.
Aurora. The Aurora equivalent.
Well, yeah, for
Am I,
those, but
am
the
I not gonna
Aurora
be playing this
struggles against the S3s. Straight offs.
Wait,
Who wants to play this match?
Chancellor needed to get the
All right.
fleet. I had just gotten in and readied up in case everybody was ready by the time they'd gotten the fleet thing done.
Thank you, Crow.
I got one.
Okay, I think everybody's got fleets. If the people who are in the fleet editor would finish up, everybody can drop down to the 2 lower channels, into Cortana and into Keys, and then we can get this going.
Good stuff.
Indeed. Some very good matches.
Watching the Covey light out accelerate my torpedoes to